Welcome back to Booster Therapy, your cure for that pack cracking addiction. We have a bunch of secret layer boxes to open up and check out. And why we're opening this on camera is, well, because we heard there might be some random cards in it. Maybe not. Either way, this is going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited to look at these. They were absolutely beautiful. We're gonna go, what's the right order of this? Kaleidoscope, save for the end. Bitter Blossom, save for the end. Those are some of my favorites. We'll, we can do the OMG Kitties first, because that should be fun. And if you're looking to support us, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up. It just helps to grow our channel and get our name out there. We appreciate you for it. Otherwise, lots of links in the description. They honestly help. And if you're going to TCG Player, that's the biggest one. If you use that link and shop while clicking it, it definitely gives us a little kickback and helps out. But without further ado, let's look at these secret layers. So far the packaging is a lot more legit than I would have thought. Like, you get it double boxed for each one. So that's nice. You get this nice little wrap to not damage the box. This secret layer box is actually like a hardened cardboard. It's not one of the cheap ones that I really thought this might be just a cheap thing. It looks like it slides open there. That's how you close it. So we'll pop it open. We got OMG Kitties. And these look pretty awesome. Oh, there is a secret card underneath. So we'll save that. I'm wondering, does every single one of these have that? These things actually kind of open neat too. It's almost like a hard plastic pack that you have to slide open. So the first one we got is the Leonin War Leader with the adorable kitten art. And we've got the Regal Caracal. And I do have an Arabo deck. Is that how you say it? Arabo. I do have that. Now we'll probably be swapping these out. Qualsai Slingers. There is Arabo. That actually looks awesome. It has a very Throne of Eldraine look to it, doesn't it? Like this very whimsical, pretty little cat. We got Miri Weatherlight Duelist, which is actually a really nice one to see a reprint on, or at least have an opportunity to get your hands on. This has climbed up in price, and it's an incredibly competitive commander. And then, of course, we get the tokens, which are double-sided, for our little kitties. And then we get the secret card. So I wonder if every one of these has this. This is going to be pretty exciting. So in this secret card is, that looks awesome. It's a stained glass Johnny. That looks really dope. So I'll say this, I don't know if this is necessarily randomized. I just know it's a little added bonus. If you haven't seen this, well, you already did. I spoiled it, and if you're wanting to surprise, stop the video now, because if there's more of them, you're going to see them in this video, because I'm going to show them. But that looks amazing. So there's a Johnny the Great-Hearted from War of the Spark with that stained glass altar. That looks amazing. So that's the first one. That was pretty cool. Let's see if they keep that rhythm. So we'll go to Explosive Sounds. I think this is the one that's on sale tomorrow, or tomorrow being today. And it's the same thing, like the double boxed secret layer box. This is fun. A lot of people gave this a lot of hate. They're upset with Wizards getting into the business of selling singles. This is definitely more of a collector's premium product. I feel like this is that happy medium. Like, you don't need to invest in these if you don't want to, or buy them if you're not a big fan of like pushing the style points on your deck. And it gives a very premium experience. You know what would be awesome is if I pop this open and it made some explosive noises. Nope, it doesn't. Okay, so these ones aren't foil. It does this another little secret card. So we'll clip the pack open and we'll check out our goblins. So we got the Goblin Bushwhacker. I do love this art. The Mike Uziel art is really cool. We got the Sharpshooter. Look at that guy. The Goblin King. Of course, you need the Lord. I'm definitely going to be adding these to the Krenko deck. Lackey, which is also a very good reprint. This is a deadly card. Just cheating out goblins. Then, of course, the staple for every goblin deck, the Pile Driver kissing that giant muscle. The biggest, baddest goblin of them all. Yeah, that's really the Goblin Goon. And let's see what our secret card is in the secret layer. That just makes sense, doesn't it? The secret layer would have secret cards. You know, it'd be crazy if there's like another secret compartment. Let's just destroy this. Nope, looks like that's it. I hope. And oh, we flipped it over. It's a, oh, I wonder if we're going to get all of the stained glass art. So we've got a Ral, Storm of the Conduit, for our foil Planeswalker in this one. And it has, again, that War of the Spark stained glass treatment. That looks awesome. I don't know how you guys are feeling about that, but I am a pretty big fan. We'll keep these guys down here so we can kind of watch it as we go through each of the boxes. All right, let's check out the Serum Visions. This one has some really neat artwork too. This is a highly unique one. You get a play set of Serum Visions with all different artists working on it, and they're, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. Is this the one where it's the tattoo artists? All of them were tattoo artists, and they kind of did their take on it. So we got 4 different versions. I think that's right. So here's our Scene Visions. So, and then they went back to, there I pulled the whole thing out. So we got the, let me sneak this guy out over here. They went back to foil with this one. Why didn't, I wonder why they didn't foil out the goblins. They deserve it too. Goblins are fun. So we've got our Serum Visions with the different artwork. So this one's the Christina Colantes. That thing looks awesome. Then we got Dexter. This is probably the coolest one, that very pixel-looking art. Really nice. And if you notice, they all have their own flavor text too. So Lauren, yes. And these look great. And this one may be the more plain one, but I actually like the simplicity of this, where it's almost like you're getting lost in a vision. It's cool. This is the Jamie Zerveza. Looks like I got a little bit of damage on that one. The foil is peeking out in the top there. And we got, no, Ashiok. Of course we do. That makes sense. We've got our foil Ashiok stained glass treatment. That is pretty cool. Man, I wonder what other ones we're going to get. So definitely none of the high value ones yet, but they all look great. Be nice to see if we got like a Liliana or something like that. I wonder if we get that in Restless in Peace. That would be exciting. I would assume we're going to get like Baraska because it's very on Golgari, but whatever. This one's not that. This one's our Winter Wonderland, the Eldraine Wonderland. So we get all of our Snowlands. I actually did buy a handful of these just because I'm a fan of the Snowlands, and I just recently made a deck for it. There's another hidden card. These look, I'm very excited for these. When I first heard that they weren't doing foil for everything, I was worried that these weren't foil. Very, very pleased to see that they are. They look great. So we got our plains. We got our island, which I think is probably the coolest of the artworks. The swamp. They're all by the same artist. So Lana Danner. Mountain. And of course the forest. You got that little fox, little Arctic fox just walking in there. Maybe it's a wolf. And for this one, let's see what we got. Oh, opening out the camera. This one's a little bit stuck in there. There we go. Oh, we got the Wanderer. There's the reason it was stuck. It had a little bit sticky on it. The Wanderer stained art, or stained glass look. That is pretty awesome. Prevent all non-combat damage. All right, let's go Restless in Peace and see what we get. Wouldn't be shocked, though, again, if this one's going to end up being Vraska, just because, in my mind, it makes sense, you know, the whole Golgari thing, but you never know. I mean, though, I wouldn't have expected the Wanderer for the snow-covered lands, even though that does feel appropriate when we're talking about going through the plane of Eldraine, and it's snow, and you're wandering, and it feels like it kind of makes sense. These ones I'm super excited for. And it was actually glad they weren't foil. Sometimes I don't like the foil treatment depending on the card. These have such amazing artwork, I didn't want to mess with it. So the first one is Bloodghast, which had been climbing up, and just look at that artwork. I'm going to say it, for a man who loves Seb McKinnon, Dan Mumford is rivaling some of that perfect little mix of like beautiful and horror. The Golgari Thug. I wonder if this is going to encourage Dredge again in Modern. And then Life from the Loam, which looks amazing. And a lot of these, if you didn't see, follow that whole panorama. So they kind of, the art bleeds into itself. I also think that's a nice touch. Just makes it more fun. And let's see what we get for our little surprise card with this. And it's, I wouldn't have even thought this at all, but I love it. Sorin, Vengeful Bloodlord. I actually love this card. This belongs in a lot of your token decks, and honestly, a lot of, I could see most commander decks that are black-white playing this. Like you get a bit of that, you know, recursion from your graveyard feature with it. Your creatures all have lifelink, which is kind of nice. Well, creatures and planeswalkers. And the stained glass art. I did not expect that, but you know what, it makes sense. We've got Bloodghast, which is a vampire. All right, Bitter Blossom Dreams, and then we're going to check out the Kaleidoscope Killers, which is, I think, the one most people are excited for. I can't decide if I'm most excited about Kaleidoscope or more excited about Bitter Blossom, just because Bitter Blossom is currently, I mean, maybe it's a little bit down now because of this printing, but this was over 30 bucks for the card, and this on its own with the unique tokens and the unique artwork was $29.99. So it's, you know, basically getting it for the rate that you would have had to buy it at. So let's check these and the tokens out. See if they feel worth it. So we got that new art Bitter Blossom. The card quality for this feels uniquely different. It actually feels really good. Just more durable, I guess. I don't know. So we got Bitter Blossom, then we have the tokens that come along with it and also do the whole panorama. And those look great. Definitely the Fairy Rogues I'm going to use. And then let's see what we got. What's going to be the surprise card? Oh, I'm going to bend that thing. I'll be careful. That's another Johnny. I wonder, you know what? Now I'm starting to wonder, are these randomized? And every single planeswalker that is stained glassed, are they just all in all of them? So maybe this isn't a consistent thing. Maybe you get a random of the 36 planeswalkers. You know what? That would be amazing. I mean, just to add to the opening value. So fun fact, I bought a ton of these. There's a lot more to open. I'm just going to open one of each right now. But there's more to come, and I will be cracking them open. I've just got this sneaking suspicion that we might be in a random situation like that. So we got Kaleidoscope Killers, the one that everybody's been excited for, the one that has the most value for sure when it comes to the what you're purchasing. I mean, these are worth well over $40. So let's go through them. They got the foil treatment. So the first one's Reaper King, which I'm definitely replacing my Reaper with this bad boy. He looks so good, and he still has the same flavor text. It's harvest time. It's turbo time. Sliver Overlord. This is all that Justine Jones art too, which is amazing. Maybe she's the tattoo artist. I can't remember who it is. That or she did a lot of album covers. And then the Dragon, which I think this kind of inspires me to want to go back and make a dragon deck. Somebody in our playgroup already has it, but that doesn't mean I can't have one too, right? And let's see what we got for our stained glass art. Teferi, Time Reveler. So we're gonna have to watch this. So this feels like automatically probably the best one you can get. It's either gonna be this or like Liliana, but that feels really good. And if it's not every one of them that has Teferi in it for the Kaleidoscope Killers, this is gonna be crazy because there might be that randomization, and that looks fantastic. Well, that is my first go about the secret lair. I mean, this is great. What a fun product. I'm a fan of it. Again, if you're not somebody who wants to do the stuff that feels cash grabby to you, guess what? You don't have to. And the game is still effective. This is only for those who want those style points and to bling things out, or wants their Dragon Reaper King and Sliver Overlord for less than what they currently cost. I mean, anything that drives the price down, I'm always a fan of. I think it just makes it more attainable for all people to play, and I'd rather be in a game that more people are playing than less. So, that's my 2 cents. This was a lot of fun. I'm excited to see what other ones I get, because those seem super dope. This is Booster Therapy. You have a wonderful rest of your week.